Hello everybody, welcome back. I'd like to review a piece of gear that I used this summer. My new Mil-tec 2-Mann-Zelt mini pack standard, which is basically a two-person small tent. It is like a little bit of an army tent, and they come in different types, but I have this one from Mil-tec, and I will tell you some specs. Most of them will pop up in the screen because I will do them both in centimeters and in inches. So it is quite small, and if you're hiking or camping and you need a small little extra tent, or you go lightweight, this might be an option. But it has a few pros and cons, and I will come to that later in the video. So I will show you the tent first, and then tell you what I think. Okay. This is the tent. It's about 2 meters long, and it fits a two-person air mattress relatively easy. It only has one door on this side with mesh, and on the sides it also has mesh, but it's not sealable, so you can't put anything in front of it. So it is what it is. Yeah, 2 sticks and my own additional tarp setup, so I have a little bit more space. So this is the specs that I have. It's a Mil-tec 2-person tent classic, or as this says, a mini pack standard. It is 1.8 kilograms, and the size is roughly 2.5 centimeter long, 1.45 wide, and 1 meter high. This is roughly 80-inch long, 57-inch wide, and 39-inch high. The package itself is about 60 centimeters long and 15 centimeters wide, and that is roughly 23-inch long and 6-inch wide. Now, I already unpacked it and packed it again, so might have been a little bit smaller. You can compact it a little bit, but that is roughly what it is. So it is quite a small package. So what do you get? Well, you get a small tent, obviously, that has no inner tent, so it is a one-layer tent, and it would fit 2 people. I used an air mattress, a 2-person air mattress in it, and it was pretty comfortable, and it fitted pretty good. It has 2 mesh things on the side that makes it a little bit more comfortable, allows for a little bit of air to get in, but they are not closable. Let's go over the pros and cons. If you're wondering, if you're looking to buy this tent, on the pro side, on the good side, it is lightweight. It's only 1.8 kilograms, and it is relatively compact, so that's good. It's also very cheap, about $30 to $50, and it comes with guidelines and a ground sheet. Now, the ground sheet is very thin. It's not much, but it is waterproof. I tested it and it works, so it's relatively a complete set, and it's really fast to set it up. It is really unfolding it, putting 2 stakes in it, and that's it. You could see in the footage that I added another piece of tarp in front, and these tarps come with grommets, so you can just put a grommet over the tent stake, and then with some stakes make an extra shelter or 4 tent, so you can put your gear in there. So it's very easy to extend the tent. That's another plus. On the downside, it really needs waterproofing. It only has a water column of 800 millimeters, which is really only a small rain shower. It can withstand that, but if it's anything more than that, it will probably leak. So I used a can of waterproofing materials for nylon. It is about 500 milliliters, and it will cover the entire tent. So one canister will do. And I endured a tropical rain shower, almost, on the tent, and it was still dry. So it worked. I mean, I couldn't have had a better test. It kept it dry, everything was dry, very good. On the downside, it is relatively small. It is very hard getting in. It only has one door on one side, which makes it kind of hard to get in and out, especially if there's two people in the tent. You either have to go over somebody, or they have to shove over to the other side and then to keep the entrance free. I thought that was a downside. It is a one-layer tent, which means that moist will build up on the inside of the tent after a night of sleep. And if you are sleeping against the fabric, the moist will get into your sleeping bags or what have you, your blankets. So you have to keep that in mind. Even though it has some ventilation, I had some moist buildup in the tent. The mesh on the side, you cannot close that up. So I don't know how it will do if there is a wind over the land and it might blow into your tent through the mesh. I don't know if that is a thing. I didn't have any problems with it, but I was in a fairly closed environment. So those are for me the biggest downsides of the tent. So in my opinion, if it would have been a little bit higher, let's say 10 centimeters higher, and it had an extra door, that would make all the difference. Now, I've seen different types of tents like this that have that option, so it might be worth the effort to see if there's another similar tent with those options. So for the money, in conclusion, for the $30 I paid for it, I'm very happy with it. It stood for over 10 days. Never leaked. I slept in it. My children slept in it. They had a great time. And for the money, it's a great little tent. But keep your expectations to what you pay for it, and you'll be happy with it. So hopefully this helped. Enjoy, and see you next time.